Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to look at the example up top together. This is the compound interest table that I posted on Schoology that you can print out yourself, or you can open it up on your computer if you're watching this at home. But you guys have it in front of you right now. So this is how you read this table. It says, Delia deposits $2,000 in a savings account. So I'm going to write down her principal, and everybody should write it down too. Her principal is $2,000. So that's how much money she originally puts in there. Now we have to find out how many periods it's in the bank for how many compound interest payments. So what does it mean when it's compounded quarterly? Riley? 4 times a year, and it's going to be there for 3 years. So how many times does it compound? So it's 4 times a year, right? And then how for 3 years? 12, right? Do you understand that? That's 3 times 4 is 12. So you can write down 3 years times 4 times a year equals 12. 12 periods. Okay. Now, you have to also take the interest and divide it by however many periods that is. So do you see how she's getting 2% interest? And you said it's 2% for 1 year, so how much would it be for each quarter? 0.5. Or you could take, everybody in your calculator right now, everybody take if you don't have a calculator, go get one. 0.02 divided by 4. Why did I write 0.02? Because that would be 2%. If it was 0.2, it would be 20%. This turns out to be 0.005, which is the same thing as 0.5%. Okay, now we're going to look up on the table. So I'm going to look on my table. I'm going to look at 0.5%. I'm going to go down to 12 periods. And this number is my multiplier. It's 1.0617. Are you guys seeing that too? Okay. And then you multiply that by your principal. So in your calculator right now, multiply $2,000 times 1.0617. If you do it right, you should get $2,123.40. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to help you do one of them on the back of your interest worksheet. I'll let you guys pick which one you want to do. Did you guys get something different than I did?
No.
Okay. Which one do you want to do with me? 13 through 16? Anybody have a preference?
14.
14 it is. All right. So for number 14, our principal is $6,500. It is going to be compounded semi-annually. What does semi-annually mean? Huh? Twice a year.
Okay, so I'll do the book.
Yeah. Way over there.
This is it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
So 14, it's going to be twice a year. And it's for 2 years. So how do I figure out how many periods that is? Twice a year for 2 years. Just 2 times 2. Everybody following me so far? 4 periods. And then how do I find out what the new interest rate is? By what? 3% divided by how many times do I compound it a year? 2. So everybody take 3 divided by 2 in your calculator, which is 1.5%. Okay. So now you're going to look at your chart. We should be looking up 1.5% and then how many periods? 4. So you're going to multiply by 1.0614 times what? The principal that you had, so 6,500. So 1.0614 times 6,500. Riley, what'd you get? $6,899.
Yeah.
And how many cents? 10 cents. Everybody agree? Okay. All right. So hopefully you only have 3 more problems left to complete, and then you're done for the day. But if you were not here for the simple interest lesson or the compound interest lesson, those videos are up on Monday and Tuesday on Schoology. I'd be happy to give you earbuds to listen to it. I'd also be happy to help you do either of those when you want. I've got my check-in sheet, so I can check this in for you when you are done, and I will have the answers sitting out.